The rise and spread of Islamic culture has provided us with one of the world's greatest artistic and decorative traditions, encompassing remarkable achievements in geometry. This tradition began in the 8th century CE during the Golden Age of Islam, when many of the achievements of previous civilizations were preserved and developed, resulting in advancements in science, mathematics, and significantly astronomy. Over the centuries, Islamic craftsmen combined their penchant for geometry with pre-existing traditions to create intricate geometric patterns which adorn the interior and exterior of buildings throughout the Islamic world. These patterns evolved over time, increasing in complexity and detail, highlighting the confluence of art, mathematics, philosophy, and religious thought. Geometry has long been an integral part of the Islamic art and architecture, serving as a visual representation of the Islamic faith and its ideals. The abstract nature of geometry enabled craftsmen to respond to Islam's avoidance of figural representations, specifically anthropomorphic images of God. Moreover, infinitely repeating geometric patterns characterized by symmetry, proportion, and balance expressed the logic, order, and unity inherent in the Islamic vision of the universe. Thus, the influence of both philosophical and religious ideas undoubtedly led the Islamic culture to seek inspiration in geometry. Despite the complexity of many of these designs, they were constructed using only a compass and straight edge. The expansion and division of the circle was the starting point for many traditional Islamic patterns, giving rise to a number of constructive polygons, including the triangle, square, rectangle, hexagon, and pentagon. By connecting the vertices of these polygons, the star polygon, a fundamental element of geometric patterns, could be created. Let us look at a classic design that was used with great frequency in the Islamic world. This pattern is derived from 6 regular divisions of a circle, creating a hexagonal polygon. This simple construction can be continued indefinitely as shown, defining a tessellation of regular hexagons perfectly filling the plane with no gaps or overlaps. The midpoints of the hexagonal sides join to form a 6-pointed star. Repeating this pattern within each hexagon gives rise to a pattern of stars and hexagons as illustrated. Invisible but essential to every pattern was an underlying grid, usually composed of equilateral triangles, squares, or hexagons. Strategic points of a polygonal tessellation were used to locate pattern lines, after which the tessellation was discarded, resulting in the completed design. Depending on the angles of the applied pattern lines, many designs could be created, facilitating the high level of diversity that characterized this tradition. The historical evolution of Islamic geometric patterns may be regarded as a sequential one from simplicity to complexity, reflecting the time, the empire, and the region. Islamic artists gradually developed more sophisticated patterns using a wider array of shapes and more intricate designs. This process has been aided by a number of influences, including the development of a wide range of tools and techniques, the prevailing lifestyles of ruling dynasties, and the patronal expectations to create works that exceeded that of their predecessors or neighbors, and cultural contact with other traditions. Contemporary artists and architects are now exploring new ways to use geometry in their work, incorporating traditional patterns with modern materials and methodologies. Islamic geometric design is unique in its elevation to a primary art. Used as decorative elements on walls, floors, ceilings, domes, and minarets throughout the Islamic world, these patterns not only show the aesthetics of the craftsman, but their extraordinary skills and understandings of geometry. Today, globalization has led to a blending of traditional and contemporary design elements which appeal to our interconnected world.